So in the previous video, we were speaking of Remy and non-Remy hair. And as I showed that Remy hair or non-Remy hair was simply the cuticles going in two different directions, which causes the hair to mat because the fish scales are going in different directions. Now, that is the same case as when they are making the closures. Closures, if closures are made with Remy hair, the cuticle going down in the same direction, or the cuticles going in the same direction from the root to the ends, that means that when it's turned, these fine hairs, if you can see, the fine hairs that were ventilated, the motion of ventilation is when they take a very, very small needle, they actually like kind of latch hook the hair in, put a little knot on it, and they latch hook the hair. Well, there are small little pieces, and those pieces in the front, people you normally use for baby hair, right? So that baby hair in the front, that hair is inverted. This hair is now going, since they put it in and pulled it out, that means that this hair is now going against the grain of this hair. If it were all going in the same category, it would be starting from the top and going down. But no, it's not. It's inverted this way, so there's short hairs here. These short hairs normally would be non-Remy hair now because they're going in the wrong direction after making this closure. So what makes our hair or our closures proper is we process the tips. These first 3-4 inches, we have to specially strip off the cuticle layer with an acid bath. Yes, just like the Asians do. But we don't do all of our hair because we want to maintain its Reminess. We only acid bath or acid bathe the overturned strands. So we dip the part that is going to be turned over, and that's what makes our closures not matte. Whereas other closures, I've personally worn a closure and it was wrong, and let me show you what it was. It looked like my closure, it smelled like my closure, I texturized it like I do all of my hair, and this was the closure. I got this from a store out of LA. This was on my head. Now you really can't tell that, you know, the condition is in because I did take it out. But this closure, I promise you, look at that. Matted up so bad, it had my whole head in shambles. It had my head, and I ride a motorcycle too. So it had everything that surrounded this closure was matted up, right? So what they did with this closure is evidently they did not strip the ends or the returns off of the hair. They just put it together, conditioned it, made it look good, and sent it off. But this is not, we don't trust, all right, choose your closure wisely. That's all I have to say. Choose your closure wisely, because they will say that it's a Remy closure, but it may not be. It may look like it. It may smell like it. You may be able to run your fingers through it. But, you know, really, you're not going to know until you really experience it. Because I was fooled myself with this. I mean, I was hoping that I wasn't a hater. I was trying not to be a hater. I was like, maybe I just think my stuff is the best in my mind. Let me just try this on and see and, you know, compare. My stuff is the best. This ain't right. look right, but it ain't right. So choose your closures wisely. I would definitely advise don't go to a beauty supply and get it unless you already know what you're getting. You know, we know that we're going to get a throwaway piece, but I definitely say watch your bundles. Most people are not making Indian hair closures correctly because this is a new skill that the Indians are developed or have developed or learned, and whereas the Asians, they've been doing it for years and years, so they got it, you know, pretty much perfected, but they still don't have the righteous hair to make a righteous closure with, nor do they care about even doing it. They have it, but they're just not doing it because they're starting with cheap non-Remy hair. So they perfected the closures, but with cheap non-Remy hair. We can have it all. Now, we can't have a frontal though. I'm going to show you what. No, we can have frontals. I'm sorry. Frontals are made the same way. We can't have the 360s in Indian virgin Remy hair. And I will show you why. All right. This is a 360. This is virgin Indian hair. Virgin Indian hair, right? Now, when this 360 was made, it's all going in this direction. It's all going, is made going all down, all the way around. So if the hair is going down all the way around, when you turn it over and put it up, guess what? This hair is going to be going up while yours is going down. It's going to automatically give you non-Remy hair, period. If you put a frontal on that was made specifically down, but you apply it in an upward position, you've just created non-Remy right off the rip. And this is what this is. Now, this is the worst case of the hair because it is Remy hair, but since they've inverted it or did their ventilation, they did not strip the the returns on the hair. They said they did, but they didn't. So now this hair mats up something awful as well.